Okay, I'm going to start by saying I'm sorry that the quality of this video and my other video are so terrible. YouTube actually won't let me upload anything unless I do it straight from my webcam, so sorry. The first thing I want to, not the first thing, the only thing I'm going to talk about in this video is kind of my story so far in life, because, yeah. I'm not going to go from like, oh, when I was a baby, like, no. I'm going to tell you guys the biggest, most recent kind of thing in my life right now that's really big and kind of scary for me, and I'm sure it would be for you too. Sorry, I sound like a 12-year-old boy. So July 3rd. I moved from Arizona, from Phoenix, Arizona, to Germany the day after my high school, got out on May 25th, so I left on the 26th. I had been living in Phoenix, well, Chandler, for those of you who know Arizona, but if you don't know Arizona, I lived in Phoenix. I lived in Chandler, Phoenix area since the 4th grade, up to my sophomore year of high school, and that probably doesn't sound like a really long time to a lot of people, because it's like you've grown up where you were born, but I moved around a lot when I was younger, and staying 6-7 years in the same place was really strange. And I'd always kind of wanted to be moving around anyways, but I never thought that I would get the chance to move to a completely different country. You're probably thinking, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Like, I mean, yeah, you lose friends and everything, but it's not fun at all, actually. The flight here was really hard because me and my mom came here. My stepdad had been living here for 6 months before. On the flight here, not here, but from Phoenix to London, my mom got really sick and was puking the whole time we were on the plane. And as a 16-year-old, I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of sat there. I was asleep. It was an 11-hour flight, I want to say, and she was puking for 10 of those hours, and I was asleep for 9 of those hours. Sorry, Mom. Then, we got here, and I was like, I was so emotionally not, like, together, because I literally cried the whole day, my last 2 days of school, I cried the whole 2 days. The day before we left at 7 at night, so that whole day before I left, I was crying, on my friend Tony, actually. He's a really cool guy. He likes motorcycles. I was crying that whole day. When we got to the airport, my friend Kate and her dad were there, and Tony was there. And that was really hard because I've been friends with Kate since my freshman year, and I've known Tony since freshman year. But they're both two people that are very, very close to me, and I don't think I would still be in Germany if they if they didn't convince me to stay here. Because, yeah, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to that part. But yeah, I was crying the whole time I was saying goodbye to them. I cried all through security. We got on the plane, and I was texting them both because I knew that would be the last time I'd get to text them for a really long time. Oh god, I'm going to cry. So then, kind of after, we got on the plane, and I kind of calmed down a little bit, and as we were taking off, no, I'm gonna cry. It was, fuck. The sun was setting over Phoenix. By the time we were in the air, it was already dark, and it was just, I want to say this without crying. Okay, it was really hard to leave when the city looked that beautiful. I'm going to put it that way, because if I say it anywhere else, I'm just going to completely break down right now. It was the best ending to my life in the U.S. as I guess I could get. Then I was here, and here I am. I've been here for about a month. A little bit over a month. But the second day, no, went to bed after we got here from the airport here in Frankfurt. I live in a little tiny village. It's got 5 streets. But we landed in Frankfurt. We got to my new house. I went to bed. I slept for like 13 hours. And then I got up. I kind of stayed in my room. I, hooked up my laptop, hooked it up to the internet, like, got on Facebook as fast as I could, like, was checking everything, it was very sad. It was a very sad moment for me. I didn't really do anything after that. I just kind of hung out in my room. Like, I don't even think I went downstairs that day. Then I went to bed, and then I woke up the next morning, and I felt horrible. I wasn't, like, I just felt horrible. So I started crying, naturally, because that's what girls do, they cry. And I wouldn't get out of bed. I told my mom straight up, I was like, the only reason you will get me out of this bed is if you let me go home. I don't know how many times I said that. I said that over and over and over and over and over. Like, that was all I would say. Then my stepdad came in and was like, if you have anyone to be mad at me. And I was just like, no, I'm not getting out of bed unless you let me go home. So I stayed in bed all day. I literally did not get out of bed for 24 hours. Didn't eat anything, I didn't drink, I just laid in bed. Third day, my friend Tony Skyped me, told me to get it together, and to be a big girl. So that's what I did. And, even, I don't want to cry. Even now, it's really, oh my god. It's a real challenge, to get up out of bed every morning just because it's like, trying really hard not to cry right now, because I know that, I don't get to see any of my friends. I don't get to go to the mall and go shopping or anything because it's Germany. I can't talk to anybody. I don't understand anybody. Even just ordering food at McDonald's is hard. Like, that's when you know that you're in a completely different country and everything. Like, at first, I didn't even feel like I was in Germany. I just felt like I was up in Flagstaff. Because it's so green here. You would not even imagine, unless you actually live somewhere where it's green, which I didn't. But yeah, it's really hard to really do anything. I mean, I have a friend, not gonna lie. I have a friend here, her name's Jenny, she's really cool, but that doesn't, I really don't want to cry. That doesn't make up for, like, that, I don't want to cry. It doesn't make up for, like, the huge gap of emptiness that stays in your body when you leave home. And you leave all your friends, and you leave everything you know. And I know it's hard when you move, like, across the country, or, like, across the state, or to a different state. But unless you've moved to a different country, you have no idea. You don't, because, if you move from California to New York, okay, like, that sucks. Like, you are, like, on the opposite ends of your whole country. But I live 5,500 miles away from anyone I know, basically. And that's a really hard subject to get your mind around. And what really, like, hit me, when that really hit me, that was hard. That was really hard. Oh, Jesus, this video is 8 minutes long. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll probably talk about this again because I didn't cover everything I wanted to cover, but I'm gonna go. Thank you, Andrew, for watching my videos, because I know only Andrew watches them. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye, guys. Guy.